Mic on. Mic off.
They're all at the same increments. So I'm wondering if it's inside my pits that the ground is level.
Yeah, the ground is level. That's what happens. I noticed that same thing.
But it's weird because I mean it's stupid because that means you won't be able to accurately judge which one is off.
Yeah, man, that's why you got more tech. You can
Mic on.
break out the info in more tech. You just add it as a numeric list, so you get all the front and rear codes, and then you can bunch them up.
Is there a mandatory pit?
Yeah, there's always a mandatory.
You have to pick for tires. Can't pick the first lap, can't pick the last.
Mic check.
We got
A
you,
little
brother.
bit low.
Loud and clear.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone.
Welcome along, fellas. We're about to head into official qualifying. So just remember the protocols. Go out there and have fun.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jevon, we're hearing you breathing.
You know we got Cutty Nose here.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, bro.
Yo, my
Push to talk. Push to talk. Push to talk.
My freaking mic is literally in my ears, bro.
Joe, are you racing?
Yeah, I'm here. Yes.
Can someone tell me the countdown, please?
2 minutes 40.
If I disconnect now, I can rejoin in qualifying.
Correct.
I just need to change a graphic setting.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Why is it so long? Alright, so if anyone needs to do anything, I guess this is the time to do it. You also have a little bit of time between qualifying and the race as well.
Or if you need to get your bottles of water, more bathroom breaks,
I was about to say, if you need to release a few bottles of water.
That too.
make this 75 kgs any lighter, but part with it. Wait, is John racing with us this weekend?
He's supposed to. Saw him practice. Saw him in the meeting. Saw him in here. I figure he just didn't qualify. Well, practice.
Hello.
Yo!
Hey, I'm on the road. I'm doing whatever I can to race there. I think my car is supposed to be inside the game right now. I ain't sure. I just call home and let them go on the server for me.
Well, you got mechanics and thing though.
Mechanics, I close the track like right now. I kick everybody out to race to the race.
Bro, I don't think you want to say that. We're live right now. Let's just hope your employer is not watching.
I'm the only employer.
Alright, good.
Yeah.
Hey Paul, how much gas you running?
Should have figured that out.
What's the calculations you have to do?
Take what you think your average time is and times it by the amount of laps you do, divide that by 60. So what is convert your time into seconds and
Divided by
that
3,600. Divided into 3,600.
Stefan. Or you could do that too.
Stefan,
Hey,
the driver's mic, but the driver's comms are very, very low on the mic. You can't even barely hear them.
alright.
Very, very
Gonna try to turn it up.
Yo, God go with me.
Just make about 20 frames per second, there, brother.
If anyone on track, the countdown says 0 for me, but yeah, nothing else happened to me.
Same for me, it's like wasted.
Alright, let me skip session then.
Joe, I would loan you some frames per second, bro, but I'm only at 50.
Nice, I'm at 32.
Try to see if I can get 10. Won't be at
I come out of the game to try to lower my graphic settings and I realized everything was low already. Anyway, qualify.
Alright guys, welcome along to the second round of our GT4 Championship Series. Here we have the first driver on track for our 15-minute qualifying. It's none other than Oswin Wilson, racing from Team D.O.W Racing and out of the British Virgin Islands. Good afternoon to you. My name is Stefan and I'll be your host for today. Today we're at Tor Poznan, ladies and gentlemen. And I'd like to tell you a bit about Tor. It's located in Poland. It has, at least this configuration that we're running right now, has a total of 14 turns and Today we are going to cover our third round here at Tor Poznan. So as Oswin completes his outlap and now heads into his starting fast lap, this particular layout is about 4 kilometers long, 4.083 kilometers to be exact, and not quite sure why Wikipedia is giving it to me in Polish, but it was opened on December 1, 1977. Really old track, and it is known to host DTM races as well as local motorcycle races as well. It's a nice sweeping track, has nice sweeping turns. The fastest section is between turns 13, 14, and turn 1. That's the fastest section of the circuit. As Oswin goes off track there just for a bit. No one yet has managed to put a time on until whoever is behind Oswin, or Oswin himself, manages to complete a lap here to get some points, some time on the board. Nope, that lap does not count as he crosses the line, but Jason Curtin is behind him out of Barbados. And he comes across the line with a 1:36.540. His teammate behind him looking to start a new lap. Actually, he went back into the pits. Martin Webster, actually Paul Juanram, followed by Martin Webster, gunning, and then Ali, Nasir, and then we have after Nasir it's Ryan Liu, that's Rahul Nasir taking it off course there. Ryan Liu, then Christian Rajnath bringing up the rear there of time so far on the board. So this being our third round then, I know some of you might be wanting to know where exactly do we stand as points. First, like to go with the drivers' standings as we now approach the 10-minute mark. It's John Greene at the top of the board for MOSSIVE Motorsports. He's racing out of Guyana, representing Guyana in his Audi R8 GT4 car with 35 points. Second position is Jevon gunning from Yaadie Boyz out of Jamaica, representing Jamaica there in his Celine S1 GT4 car. Then we have GT4 car, he's got 26 points on the board. And then we've got Quinlan Lall there
I didn't see in my mirrors.
after winning last week's race, coming up in third position, representing USA in his Mercedes AMG GT4 car with 25 points. As Damario Hinds comes across the line there, does not seem to go faster. But so far, his teammate Jason Curtin is leading the charge, followed by Christian Rajnath. Joel Dallas coming across the line there, registering his fastest lap to be 5/10 away from pole with 9 minutes left on the clock. We've got Afraz Ali as well, sitting in fourth position, though at 1 second behind. That's Rahul Nasir finally managing to come across the line with a time. Williams Lee takes over third position from Williams. As Williams takes that car back into the pits, and it seems we have that glitch back with us with the cars with the sound of the Mercedes cars as Kurt Moss goes fastest with a 1:35.997. Oswin Wilson finally registering a time of a 1:37.2, but here is the pole leader right now in his Audi R8 GT4 car. In fourth position on the driver's standing, it's Senna Summerbell after coming in third position in the final round with 23 points in the previous round, that is. Damario Hinds finally goes sixth fastest, with Ryan Liu finally registering a time across the line there. He is riding in Xander Williams' car. We still haven't been able to get that livery fixed. Everyone's been so busy with work this past few weeks, yeah. And so, you know, it's been a bit of backlog here and there. We've only just been able to release the standings there. You can go and watch, and our results for last weekend's race that we just got completed with, as Ryan takes that car off track. We're going to head back over to Moss here, see if he goes any faster. Coming around the penultimate turn in just a bit here. Kurt's going to look to see if he can better his fastest time thus far. Does he manage to do so? No, he does not. Maybe that lap there does not count. Don't see anything being changed to the timing board. Where is Jason Curtin in his McLaren 760S? I think it's 750S, isn't it? Azad Hassan goes 12 fastest there. His teammate Paul Ram sitting in 15th position. Azad has recently upgraded from a controller to a sim rig, as Martin Webster goes 8th fastest with a 1:37.222. Yeah, Azad Hassan now rolling with the big boys, having a sim rig setup. Seems to be going quite slow around that turn there. He's got to be quite careful with faster guys behind him as well. Gunning finally registers a time, goes 10th fastest, 37.507 here for Gunning, who's currently sitting second in the leaderboard. Just want to say welcome out to our viewers, all 18 of you. Go ahead and do us a favor and share this stream with your friends and family. Let people know what's going on. Marlon, we can see you in the chat, bro. Sorry you're not here to race with us today. We heard you got some car issues. Hope you get that sorted out for the next bout. And we can see you repping your teammate there, as John Greene finally registers a time, and Joel Dallas has managed to climb the ladder as well. Here's John Greene. His teammate is Kurt Moss, who's currently sitting in first. So the Audi's definitely liking Tor Poznan, seems. And can we have a 1-2 victory from them? I did recall John Greene calling for such in our Discord channel, the Discord server that is, where all of our drivers. Williams finally comes across the line with 1:36.726, sorry. And as I was saying, yeah, John Greene was telling Kurt Moss that they're going to bet on a 1-2 finish for today's race. Let's see if we can get that done. Daniel doesn't seem to be going faster on this lap here. Can Moss Can Moss manage to open up the gap on John Greene here? Even though they are teammates, we have to remember that they are racing for a championship driver points. So we gotta stand on that balance as well, knowing for a fact too that they represent two different countries. Yes, that is correct. Moss is from Jamaica and John Greene represents Guyana. Kurt heads in now to the penultimate turn, turn 14 here. Nice sweeping turn that is. That was his outlap, so he's going to try and go faster here. Oh, but Jason Curtin, ladies and gentlemen, takes pole position with a 1:35.902. He is just, though, 0.09 of a second away from Kurt Moss. So Moss is definitely going to want to have to put on the pressure here now with just about 2 minutes left in this qualifying session. He's got about 1 lap remaining. Ooh, he took that car back into the pits. I don't think that was a good call there from Moss. He's coming back out now. You can see him in the distance, but John Greene now comes across the line, ladies and gentlemen. Does he manage to go faster? No, he does not. He's just about a 10th away from that second position, 10.5 away from that second position, to put his car on the second row here at Tor Poznan. It doesn't seem as though he's going to be able to do it. Lee, though, a magnificent position so far from Sean Lee to be in 4th position. Joel Dallas, though, we just saw him come out of the pits, so he's not going to have an answer just yet. I think he's going to just manage to come around Tor Poznan here to start a new lap. Rajnath here ahead of him is going to be able to start a brand new lap as well. And we've got, ladies and gentlemen, wouldn't you believe it, 15 minutes has almost expired already. We're down to 1 minute remaining in the session. Christian Rajnath comes across the line, not managing to do better. Jason Curtin, where are you, my brother? He's coming across the line now. I think he was not able to register a brand new time, so he's going again. He's got a final chance here. Moss seems as though he's going to have one as well. Ooh, I'm not sure about it though, Moss. He's coming around. He's got 30 seconds to cross the line. I'm not sure he's going to be able to clear this sector in time. Kurt Moss, we can see the penultimate turn there in the distance as Dallas was just managed to cross the line. Is John Greene with 0.3 ahead. Joel Dallas takes 4th position away from Sean Lee. Where is Kurt Moss? Is he? No, he's not managed to go faster. Oh, that is his new lap. That is, he just makes it with just about 4 seconds across the line to start his new lap. We're going to stick with him here though. Who else has come across the line? Ooh, Nasir messing up that one for him. Ramirez got laps here to complete. In front of him though is Jevon Gunning. Where's Gunning down the line? He's in 12. Can he manage to come closer to the top of the field here with this lap? We're going to stick with him. It's kind of tight there on the exit. Is it enough to bring him up? No, it is not. Where is Zafiro? Zafiro coming late on the scene, but manages to qualify 12th position. Who is next? Christian Rajnath calling it quits to the day. Where is Moss now? Dallas managing to get another one going, and he is going. Gunning as well. Afraz Ali and Ryan Liu all have.
Take that as a no there, Damario. Nobody answered. I hear you.
I can't afford to do that. No, just wait.
And Reggie Orr is in the chat. Welcome Reggie along. Reggie cannot race here with us today, unfortunately. Dallas managing to split. Well, it's Dallas managing to go second fastest at the top of the leaderboard. Well done, guys. Well done. Brilliant qualifying to the top runners. What an astonishing little bout there at the end, ladies and gentlemen.
How long we have to the race car?
2 minutes, 2 seconds now.
That is correct. So you can hurry and get your whatever it is you need.
Not really. I need to restart the computer.
Oof. Yeah, I don't think you can be able to. You can not be able to start where you are either. You're gonna have to wait until. You're gonna have to start from either the pit lane, I do believe, or they're gonna put you in last.
I will leave it like that and see what.
Okay, man. Alright guys, that was an exciting little qualifying there. 15 minutes coming to an end that quickly. On the screen right now you have where everyone qualified with their times, and they've got about 2 minutes or so to go racing. So for everyone at home as well, you can go ahead and take a little break there and get ready for our next main event, 1 hour here at Tor Poznan. Alright, just a little reminder, each of these live streams in their description have a load of information, including our current standings, as well as our race schedule, championship schedule, race standings, and the entrance of this here championship series. And you guys can go ahead and peruse that. We update it every time we go live streaming, so those current standings that you will see there are reflective of what is there currently. So we are ready to go racing now. Get a good start here for you guys. Gonna go up a bit on the field here. It's a bit too much.
Yes, sir. Personal best.
What time was that?
0.8. Get lucky. No, I just figured out something while ago with the car that just because I don't do enough practice all week, that's why.
Where you figure out? Where you figure out?
Something with the brakes.
Good luck.
Good luck, fellas.
We're ready to go here. 6 lights are on, ladies and gentlemen. And we are racing here at Tor Poznan. John Greene with a great start, followed by, I'm not able to see just yet, it's Joel Dallas on the inside, ladies and gentlemen, followed by Jason Curtin. Slow as they go around the end here. Jason Curtin, Kurt Moss, Christian Rajnath, it seems, is really good up on the inside there of Kurt Moss, and he gets the move done. Ladies and gentlemen, up on the inside now of Jason Curtin, Christian Rajnath running quite well. He shifts back over to cover his line on entry and manages to do good so far. Kurt Moss, though, is coming back for him under attack. We've got changes down the line. Williams, Lou, Zafiro fighting it out for 6th position here, with the rest of the field clumping up behind them. Great start here to a beautiful race it's going to be. I can already sense that. Everyone is so close right now, and I can tell you this looks like it's going to be a really close race with the amount of space this track is affording these guys. We can see here Gunning losing out though. Back at the pack here, the persons that have ballast for this race would have been Quinlan Lall, but he's not here today. Gunning seems as though he cuts the track there on entry to the chicanes, but manages to stay. We have someone off track. It's Oswin Wilson going off track and losing a bunch of positions down the line. Maybe something on his own as no one else has caught up. Moss though on Rajnath down the front straightaway, ladies and gentlemen, gets that move completed, moves into 4th position. As John Greene is already almost 2 seconds up on the field. We have Dallas and Curtin in front of them. There's another move down the line. Hassan on Nasir. Nasir fighting back though. Now he's on the inside of Hassan, and he takes back that position. On the inside now, it seems as though Gunning is going for Hassan as well. Hassan backing off. He's got the door open for Sean Lee as well on the inside, and that door is shut by Jevon Gunning on Assad Hassan. Lee now up on Hassan as well, and it seems as though Azad has a lot of issues here on his plate, as Jason Curtin Damario Hinds as well takes that position away. We've got another change down the line. Martin Webster making a move on his friend and pal Danny Nasir there for 15th position, as this mood now is starting to quiet off. We got Ryan Liu with an exhibition there off track, with Zafira very close behind him for the battle for 7th position. This is going to be a very close race, and it's going to be very hard for me to look away from certain things, but Moss still has Rajnath there behind him to worry about. The lead is now spreading out and increasing the gap over the rest of the field. Williams not that far behind. It's going to look to try and close the gap. Ryan Liu's got Ramirez there to worry about. Nasir, Gunning, Sean Lee, Jason, Damario Hinds, and Sean Lee seems like he's trying to make a move on the inside. Get tapped there by Jason Curtin. No, Damario Hinds. I keep calling Jason's name, and he loses a position in the process. On the inside, Azad Hassan on Damario Hinds trying to capitalize on the coming together there with Sean Lee. Hassan managing to keep that close. Wilson has managed to regain a position over Klaus Klint as they head into turn 3. And got a lot of wheels there off the course, but Azad seems as though he's managing to hold off Damario Hinds at this moment. We ride now with Damario. Damario seemingly biding his time, but also losing a lot of presence there on the rear end. Oh, that's why he's got Sean Lee fogging up his mirrors. Sean Lee is attacking Damario Hinds now for 12th position, ladies and gentlemen. Sean Lee definitely. Oh, Azad Hassan making a mistake there. Going to lose some positions as Afraz Ali claims a position over Danny Nasir. Also, Wilson managed to claim a position over him. Taking you back though with this fight, Sean Lee doesn't seem as though he's managing to close the gap here on the straightaway, the front straightaway. But Martin Webster right behind them, just waiting for someone to slip up. John Greene so far with a lead of 2.9 seconds, but Joel Dallas is not letting him out of his sights. Car number 16, Joel Dallas. Don't worry about the question mark, you just know it's car number 16. Ooh, we've got someone losing out there. It's Rahul Nasir with Ryan Liu and Zafiro managing to get past him, and Gunning now is attacking him as well. On the inside is Rahul Nasir, and he's managed to come against. Oh, and he's trying to get off the track, waiting for Zafiro to regain. But that's a very bad place for him to stop. He finally gets going there. As per regulations, he is to come to a complete stop and wait for the individual to get back on the circuit, seeing that he caused the incident with him, but not on the racing line. That was his mistake. He was trying to get that car off of it, but instead ran into Martin Webster. Martin Webster unfazed though. Martin Webster now up to 11th position. You can see him here with the Toyota Supra as Damario Hinds almost loses it, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing that car off track, and he's going to have to watch how he comes back on. And he manages to go again. Lee now up though, finally. Gunning goes into the pits. Not sure what is wrong here with Gunning. If there is an issue, he's going very slowly in the pits. Ooh, he comes in contact with the wall, Jevon Gunning. I think he might have lost connection or something. You can hear him revving the car. I'm not sure what's going on there with Gunning. Gets going again though. Finally into his pit box. Oh man, this is going to be tough for him, losing out so much. But so far it's John Greene, ladies and gentlemen, in the lead of this race with almost 4.2 seconds on Joel Dallas here, racing out of Jamaica. Then we have Jason Curtin, Moss, Christian Raj not doing well to hold that Mercedes in 5th position, followed by Daniel Williams. Then all the way in 7th position is Ryan Liu. He's in a lonely 7th position here. Azad Hassan has Sean Lee and Martin Webster for company. Then we have Zafiro Ramirez, Paul Juanram. Ooh, Rahul seems to have more issues there. Damario Hinds gets through. And he's now back right in front of his dad, Danny Nasir. Klaus Klint bringing up the rear here with Oswin Wilson all the way looking pretty much battered in his Mustang. All the way in 17th position. Gunning, unfortunately, calling it quits to his race. Not sure what has occurred with Gunning. Alfred Ali here bringing up the end in 18th position. Taking you back to some fights that we might be having here. Everyone's spread out now. It's quieting down at the 51-minute mark. We've got Azad Hassan, Sean Lee, and Martin Webster. It seems as though Martin's going to take this fight here. Nasir in the pits. Nasir must have issues there with his car. You can see him off to the right of your screen. Going to have his issues fixed there. Did manage to get back. Afraz Ali now crawling over him into 17th position. This is a fight that's brewing here between Kurt Moss, Jason Curtin, and Joel Dallas. We'll follow this one along here as it develops. We're also looking at Ryan Liu, Azad Hassan, Sean Lee, and Martin Webster as well. Paul Juanram has Damario Hinds for company too. Seems as though that move is going to be made very soon. We can see 34 registering here between the two of them. Sorry, 34 seconds between the leaders, which indicates that they're very close together on the leaderboard. Let's go back up the line here. Oh, they're pretty much spread out at the moment though. Where's Kurt Moss? He's getting closer to Jason Curtin. And getting ready to pounce, I would assume. Got a few apps off. I need to turn back on actually. Just excuse me for a bit. Right. I knew something was amiss. I missed out on my track description. This is going to tell me the names of the corners as we got a move there by Sean Lee. Seems like he was the first one to bounce. And Sean Lee has some, Azad Hassan has some damage to his car. He goes off track again, ladies and gentlemen. Tough day for him, giving that position over to Martin Webster.
Engine's gone.
Webster now in 9th position. Azad Hassan off again. And then we hear Rahul Nasir. You're gonna be locked in, but yes, you can. Rahul Nasir blowing that engine off of that Porsche and takes it back into the pits, ladies and gentlemen. He can get it fixed, but he's going to come out in last position and some laps down. Doesn't seem as though Kurt Moss with 8/10 away is managing to do anything, but Jason Curtin is managing to turn on the pace and going into Joel Dallas's danger zone. And Joel Dallas is going to be wanting for some concern here as he's got the Barbadian breathing down his neck. Damario Hinds makes a move on Azad Hassan again. I thought that was already done and dusted, but it seems as though Hinds made a mistake as well. I looked away for a moment and that's what happened. I'm not seeing the damage. Yes, we can see the damage to the front of that car. Here it comes. We're going to have a better look. Yep, the front of the car has a bit of issue here. Yeah, well, kinda gotta fix an engine too, you know.
Yes, whatever.
Yeah, man, sorry about that. Paul Juniram takes that car into the pits. Is this a strategic move? Not quite sure. We're so early into the race. It's just 45 minutes and 49 seconds so far. He's out back now. Not sure what has occurred there with him. Looking down the line, where's this battle going? The curtain still some 1.2 seconds away from Joel Dallas. We can see John Greene there in the distance going around the penultimate turn. And Nasir is out of this race, calling it quits for the day. John Greene with the fastest line, 136, 137. Where's everyone else lapping? We've got 136.5, 136.8 from Joel Dallas and Jason Curtin respectively. Kurt Moss with a 36.9 and Christian Rajnar with a 36.9 as well. Williams with a 38.1 though. He's going to have to pick up the pace if he wants to get up here a little bit closer. Ryan Liu, Lee, Webster, and Ramirez are way down the pack, but very much close together. It's Lee now on the back of Ryan Liu. We're right now with Sean Lee. Ooh, terrible positions there for the camera. He makes a move on the inside of Ryan Liu. Ryan tries to switch around now on him, makes contact, and goes again. They make contact once again, ladies and gentlemen, but it's this time Sean Lee ahead of Ryan Liu. I think the youngster was trying to hold his position there, but does not have the pace in order to do so. Makes contact with Sean Lee a couple of times there into those two corners. Thankfully, it didn't take Sean Lee out. We've got another battle here with Zafiro and Damario Hinds. Zafiro trying to defend his 1-point position lead here over on current leaderboard, that is, over Damario Hinds, but Damario is not letting Zafiro out of his sights there. You can see him quite close with Zafiro Ramirez as they go into the chicane here. It's Damario with a much wider entry to capitalize on the exit, and he's going to try and do so within the slipstream, but it seems as though that BMW just has enough power to stay ahead of Damario Hinds. Down the front straightaway they go. It's Zafiro trying to squeeze out Damario Hinds, but only can manage to do so by just a bit. It's a drag race into turn 1, and it seems as though, yes, Damario Hinds wins that battle to claim 10th position. But it doesn't seem as though it's over quite yet, as Afras Ali claims a position over Klaus Klitt. Klaus Klitt reclaims that position over Afras Ali, but it seems as though Afras has an issue. Hassan back in the pits again, and who is that in front of them battling it out? It's Danny Nasir and Oswin Wilson again, ladies and gentlemen. This just happened last weekend between the two of them. It seems as though they're fighting again. Back up the field now, though. Where is Zafiro, sorry, with Hinds? They're still pretty much close together. And can he manage to hold on to that position there, Damario Hinds? As we can see, Ryan Liu with a much tighter line through that section there, as Damario is now taking that fight to him, or at least trying to get away from Zafiro, but Zafiro is not letting him off the leash just yet. As they come around the penultimate turn, we can see the gap opening. It's almost now to 1 second. As we ride on board with Zafiro Ramirez, it seems as though
thanks, Afraz,
cannot get it done as the leaders are crossing over Assad Hassan now. You can see that McLaren sliding, and he manages to hold it in line there, Damario Hinds. Great car control. And he does manage to lose some time to Zafiro Ramirez. Where are the leaders now, though? Kurt Moss there coming across, Afras Ali as well. They're not that close, ladies and gentlemen. And Greene managing to open an 8.4 second lead over the field here. It's gonna get real cheeky around pit stop strategy time, which we would assume would be around the 30-minute mark or thereabouts. It's Moss, though, trying to gain some time here on Jason Curtin. It seems as though he's made a mistake here. Let's see his exit speed. It's going to be much more superior against Jason Curtin, but dips one wheel off the track. He's going to lose some tenths to that. Much later on the brakes is Kurt Moss to bring that Audi R8 on the rear end of that McLaren 750S. We've got Oswin Wilson with a DNF2 as well. He went off track. It seems as though he had damaged something, or maybe has lost internet connection. But he is off and out of this race. Klaus Klitt coming over to claim his position, as well as the rest of them. We're rolling here now with Azad Hassan, who now comes across the line, as well as Paul Junram, the two teammates there in 14th and 15th position. Afras Ali a ways away from them behind. As John Greene comes across the line, no fast lap here for John Greene just yet. Joel Dallas managing to pull away from Jason Curtin. Seems as though Curtin has made a mistake, or is trying to break that toe there, Joel Dallas. Moss way behind. It seems as though Moss is the one that made the mistake and is now back in 4th position. He's got Christian Rajnath coming around, breathing down his neck as well. You ride now with Christian Rajnath, and it seems as though Christian is just biding his time here. Youngster doing pretty well in this Mercedes for this GT4 Championship Series so far. Managing to actually bring first in one of our championship races, as we had some disqualifying to do with that race, the one that was supposed to be ran the second round. But you can see him closing that gap there to Kurt Moss, and it seems as though Kurt is now, yes, coming across Klaus Klint there. Ooh, Klaus is going to have to watch the blue flags. He covers that inside lane for Christian Rajnath, but it seems as though he doesn't lose too much time there to Kurt Moss, Christian Rajnath. Again, this glitch here that we're having from Christian Rajnath, I think it's track specific, so you don't hear any engine sound coming from him. Hassan comes across the line there, his fastest lap so far. Paul Junram right behind, but if we can get back to Joel Dallas there now. Jason Curtin's got Paul Junram in front of him. Paul does manage to stay out of the way. And Joel Dallas. Ali managing to claim a position over Clint, but now we've got troubles for Jason Curtin. Oh, and he goes under Moss. Now we've got a race in our hands. Christian Rajnath trying to get a bit ambitious there, but doesn't manage to do same as Kurt did to claim a position over Jason's mistake. But we can see already that this race is dawning on some of the guys, as now we enter the 36-minute mark. Oh, we've got a little trouble there from Christian Rajnath with his ping. You can see him darting around the track there. That has to do with internet connectivity. But he's so close there, Christian Rajnath, to Jason Curtin. And Jason Curtin even closer at that point there with Kurt Moss. Into the penultimate turn they go. It's about 7-10 separate. Oh, Christian Rajnath takes an early pit stop. He goes into the pit, very much a strategic move, and it seems as though he's got his race planned out quite well. Hinds makes a move on Zafiro once again. When did Zafiro get that back, or is it a retake from Zafiro attacking? We're gonna stick with this fight for just a bit. But it does seem as though Damario has managed to reopen that gap just a bit there on Zafiro Ramirez. Rajnath bringing that car out of the pits. Where does he re-enter the race? In 9th position, ladies and gentlemen. Not bad from Christian Rajnath. He manages to come around the turn here. He loses one more position. But on cold tires, he's going to have to watch himself. He takes that fight to Damario Hinds. Damario not being able to practice all week, and this is where it has left him. Christian Rajnath coming in contact with Damario Hinds has got to give that position back as he waits on him and gets that done. too ambitious there on the inside. Damario did leave the door open and tried to shut it a bit later down the line, but Christian not sensing and not being able to bring that car to a complete stop. Not quite a complete stop, but to a good enough stop there to avoid hitting him. Greene seems as though he's backing off the pace just a bit, or Dallas is turning on the fire as it's down now from 8 seconds to 7.3. Might as well just tell John Greene to collect the trophy at this point in time. 33 minutes left on the clock though. 33:30 left on the clock. Moss been given a freeway though from Jason Curtin, but Jason Curtin managed to get his feet back under him, and you can see him in the rear view there of Kurt Moss, trying to close this 1.4 second lead. Gonna step away now, look at the comments section. What do we have going here, ladies and gentlemen? Get your comments in onto the live stream and we will respond. We've got Tommy Gore joining us in the chat, not being able to race with us today. Reggie Orr as well as Stephen Pommels. Welcome along, Marlon Young there as well, and Raymond Hanif in the chat as well. Welcome along, guys. Jay Well, Vidish Mirage, and yep, that's about everyone in the chat. Welcome, guys. Hope you're enjoying the race so far. Give us a thumbs up and a share, please. Moss crosses the line in front of Joel Dallas as Joel Dallas pits, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Curtin now up to third, that is. Williams as well comes across the line. Dallas not moving just yet. Kurt Moss here now in second position, right behind his teammate. Sean Lee coming across the line in fifth position there. Martin Webster takes that car into the pits as well, but Dallas rejoins the race here. He comes out in sixth position from his second position that he went in it with. Martin Webster losing 2 positions thus far in the pits. Christian Rajnath 3, 4, 5 positions thus far in the pits there. 4 positions for Martin Webster. And let's just hope he's back out. Here he is now, coming up back in 11th position. Rajnath has pitted, so Rajnath up back into the points here in 10th position. Damario Hinds still needs to pit. Ooh, we've got Ryan Liu 6 times cutting the track and now has to serve a drive-through penalty. But Christian Rajnath attacking for 9th position here. He moves on the inside of Damario Hinds and is going to lose some time there. Ooh, I thought he would have, but he did not. Seems as though Damario is quite slow through that section as well. It's close now between Jason Curtin and Moss. Actually, Jason Curtin on the inside of Moss gets that move complete, ladies and gentlemen. Moves up into second position. Is Moss losing tire wear to an extent where he needs to take that car into the pits? We are now down to the 30-minute mark and to the halfway mark of this race. Seems as though Kurt is struggling, ladies and gentlemen, going off in places he should not be going through. Damario Hinds just gets a drive-through penalty for speeding into the pit lane, ladies and gentlemen. Terrible there from Damario Hinds. He's gonna have to go back into the pits again, and seemingly going to bring that race to an end. Well, it's not. Still got about 29 minutes left on the clock. Ryan Liu as well in the pits. Ryan Liu comes out of the pits now. Is on his way out of the pits. He manages to claim a position over Damario Hinds. John Greene now 21 seconds, almost one free pit stop goes to him, but he's not taking it just yet. He's coming around the third or fourth turn there now, but Jason Curtin here needs to pit as well as Kurt Moss. Kurt Moss going again. Danny Nasir as well goes into the pits. Then we have Daniel Williams here coming up against (17 seconds, about 15 seconds actually separates Sean Lee from Daniel Williams. And where is Joel Dallas now still in 6th position? He's got Danny Nasir in front of him. Danny Nasir is going to be seeing blue flags now to let this person by, and we know Danny has a good record of letting that happen. Martin Webster claims a position over Christian Rajnath here, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a fight in our hands. Javier Ramirez takes that car into the pits from 9th position. Actually, he lost about 2 positions there when he did that. And this fight is on between Rajnath and Martin Webster as Christian takes that car on the inside. Manages to complete that pass. Just about. Where is he now? Webster. Oh, we've got a. Okay, so Ryan Liu took his drive-through, and so did let me see, Damario as well. And we can hear Jason Curtin complaining there about blue flags, but it's still Martin Webster back on Christian Rajnath. Christian just managing to hold on here. And we've got reports of him teleporting. We can see that now. Martin doesn't seem as though he wants to get that close to Christian. And you can hear Jason Curtin calling out for Zafiro Ramirez. Zafiro lets him by. Nicely done from Zafiro as we get back to this fight now. Christian Rajnath, has he managed to pull a lead there over Martin Webster? He's got about 7/10. We're going to watch it here through the lap as they go. 6/10 now. Christian much more tighter around the first Baba Jaga, as it's called. Oh, what has just occurred there? He teleported all the way to the back of Martin Webster. That's nothing to play with. Christian Rajnath, he's bringing around the back end, and he's in front of Martin Webster now. What is going on with this guy's internet? Christian, you might as well just give that position to Martin Webster. Yeah, sorry about that, man. And that's what's going to have to happen, because it cannot be a fair fight to have a car teleporting like that around you. So Christian Rajnath having to give up on that fight. With Moss and Williams in the pits, Sean Lee goes into 3rd position for the time being. Jason Curtin is in 1st, as he did not pit just yet, and John Greene took that car into the pits. We were busy looking at the fights down the line, but this is how it stands now. Jason Curtin leading this race with about 11.9 seconds. I'm telling you, that's not going to be enough though for a free pit stop. John Greene getting the pass there, free pass from Afras Ali into 2nd position. Sorry, not into 2nd position, but the free pass was a blue flag pass. So John Greene now in 2nd position. Sean Lee in 3rd, still needs to pit as well. Joel Dallas not that far behind, about 3 or 4 seconds. Already pitted and is in 4th position. Still a ways away from anything that is first position for Joel Dallas, but I think he is in third position, second position actually. If Jason Curtin does not create a much larger gap between them. Kurt Moss about 13 seconds away. Kurt Moss suffering substantially, it seems. I don't think he's pitted just yet because he's still quite close to Joel Dallas. Might be mistaken though on that end. We can take you back to the front. Is Jason Curtin with a lot of cars in front of his teammate, lets him by. Ryan Lou as well is going to have to do the same. Ryan Lou manages to stay out of the way of the race leader so that he can get on his campaign of increasing this lead. Whoa, look at the cars behind him. Where is John Greene in this traffic? 10.8 seconds now, John Greene behind Jason Curtin. He's got that traffic in front of him. You can see them there in the distance. And Jason Curtin's just hoping that he can open the gap here, the Barbadian, over John Greene so that he can facilitate a free pit stop. Damario Hinds with another cut track warning is third out of 6 for him. Ryan Lou is in a fight though with Damario Hinds and Zafiro Ramirez, the three of them. Oh, Zafiro going off track there just a bit. Manages to hold on and back on track, but Damario Hinds is attacking Ryan Lou, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to Baba Jaga. It's Ryan Lou from Damario Hinds. Ryan Lou with a pretty much tight line there and goes off track just a bit. Stays ahead though.
Thank you, Paul.
Joel Dallas claiming another position on the inside. It's Damario Hinds on Ryan Lou. Ryan Lou's going to have a chance here to swipe back under. He doesn't come in contact with him this time though. And Ryan Lou manages to take back that position just... Yes, he is, but very much close behind is Damario Hinds. And we ride with Damario now as they head into Korkoridiza. Ooh, a little bit of touch and bump there from Ryan Lou. Trying to shut the door on Damario Hinds, but Damario is not phased, ladies and gentlemen. Right up on the bumper of Ryan Lou. Damario is. We ride with him now.
Thank you.
As they head into Roots Romana. They're very much closer here now. Damario Hinds heads into the penultimate turn with Ryan Lou on his bumper, ladies and gentlemen, literally right there. He's gonna pull out now and try the inside line. Ryan trying very hard to defend this position. He's pushed out just a bit here from where he would want to be on the inside of this line. He's back under Damario Hinds, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Lou not giving this position up that easily. He's now back in front. Hinds now back in front of Lou. Into this turn they go. Ryan trying to up and under again. He's not that close this time though. Ooh, back on him though, Ryan Lou. He's not giving up on this position that easily, ladies and gentlemen. Damario's gonna have to work again. They might be one lap down from the leaders of this race, but it's a fight for the points nonetheless. Damario Hinds trying now with a swipe move under him. Does he get it? Finally stuck. Sean Lee goes into the pits, ladies and gentlemen. Williams claims a position over him. So does Webster. It seems as though Damario's got this job completed. But great defending maneuvers there from Ryan Lou and great driving on the racing line to try and keep that position. Unfortunately, he's been knocked out of the points for this race so far. John Greene registering, meanwhile, his second cut track penalty, warning that is, and managing to close the gap to Jason Curtin, who does finally takes that car into the pits here. With John Greene now coming to claim that position over him and back into the lead of this race. It's John Greene followed by Jason Curtin, with Joel Dallas now trying to come and claim this position over him. Curtin not yet being released though, and Dallas claims that position over him. Whereas Kurt Moss all the way now on entry to the penultimate turn. Does Jason Curtin manage to come up ahead? Yes, he does. It seems as though I was correct in terms of Kurt Moss making a lot of mistakes there for Jason Curtin to get ahead of him, because here he is all the way now back in 4th position, and with much lesser tires, less newer tires than Jason Curtin. Some sweet spots of these tires though is when they are managed to claim some degradation to them. So maybe Kurt Moss is in a position to claim some seconds over Jason Curtin. Let's just have a look and see. Down the line has to go with 17 minutes and 50 seconds left in this race. We've got a lot of guys pretty much close to each other here around the track. Some of them being lapped, as we've got Martin Webster managing to claim 6th position here so far in the race. Sean Lee's got Christian Rajnath now back in 8th position. Unfortunately, Christian having a lot to deal with his internet here. Up into the top 5, but now has been relegated to 8th position, seemingly because of his internet. And back to the top of the field though, it's 15 seconds that separate, 15.8 seconds that separates John Greene from Joel Dallas. Jason Curtin's got about 11-12 seconds between himself, 10 seconds between himself and Joel Dallas. And Kurt Moss managing to close sometime there to Jason Curtin actually. You can actually see him there down the end of this straight, not a straightaway. Coming across the line though, Rajnath trying to attack Lee here. Ryan Liu with his 4th out of 5 now. Cut track warning. I think he was trying to stay out of the way of John Greene, but he's got Ramirez breathing down his neck now. As Damario Hinds has been let to fly. Rajnath claiming that position over Lee, but you can see him having to pull over and stay out the way of Lee because he is still having issues with that connectivity. If he can clear Sean Lee and get ahead, that would be great. Seems as though he is trying to do that. As Martin Webster is trying to clear the back markers. Klaus, ooh, making a mistake going off track. I think he was trying to give Martin the space, but that was a terrible mistake by Klaus as he's got no traction off track. But Martin out of the mess here, seemingly unscathed, managing to... Yep, there it is, the confirmation there by Martin Webster that he did indeed do the wrong thing, Klaus, but Klaus seemingly understanding that, he gives position all the way back to Sean Lee as well. And Lee makes that move back on Christian Rajnath.
No problem.
Christian still fighting though down this straight. Damario giving that position over. to Greene, and Greene has been able to clear another back marker there with now 17.5 seconds ahead of Joel Dallas. Joel not even being able to come into this series as it began, but is able to stay here in second position. Car number 16 it's supposed to be. Ignore the question mark as John Greene goes 1:36.005 on this timing sheets for the fastest lap of the race. Joel Dallas coming across the line and not managing to measure that, some 9/10 off, ladies and gentlemen, off that pace. Ramirez makes that move on Lou. Seems as Lou continues to fall down the order here. He comes together with Ramirez there just a bit, I do believe, but nothing to talk about in terms of having any issues there with traction for Zafiro. But Ryan Lou suffering here, ladies and gentlemen. Not quite sure what's going on here with the youngster. I do believe he's 14 years old or so. Is the youngest out here at CSRO. If we can now look back up the line, these guys are pretty much spread out. We've got John Greene here leading the race with now an 18.1 second lead. My favorites for this race were Damario, Hinds, Jason Curtin, and those McLarens. We knew the Audis were going to be strong from the get-go, especially since they've been let loose of their ballast. And I was really looking forward to Daniel Williams doing better than that 5th position, but it seems as though that's all the grunt the Mustang has, even though it's grunting down this, not a straightaway here. And unfortunately, we've lost his teammate yet again, Oswin Wilson. We've got some guys here running on an in-house joke of what is called a potato PC. Unfortunately, Oswin Wilson, Stephen Bummels, Reggie Orr. I'm sorry, guys. I got to call you guys out, let people know why you're not racing here today. But yes, on a serious note, they would be out here racing, and very much competitively so, if they did not have those issues with their computers. But unfortunately, that's what it is. And you know, video games is just that. You just can't take your office PC and run a video game, especially not in this day and age. But Williams here was definitely hoping to see better from him. Martin Webster doing well here to hold on to 6th position. Doesn't seem as though he's closing that gap there. Ali against Danny Nasir for 14th position. I like the fact that they still have the courage, not courage, but still have, Afraz going a little bit wide there, unfortunately. It seems as though he does not have that Mercedes under him. But it's good to see that even though these guys are way down the order, they are still in competition mode. And Osman is saying in chat that his PC is fine with this track, but his pedals are the ones that gave him the issue. Sorry to hear that, Oswin. At least your PC could manage, was able to manage with everyone on track here today. Right, getting back into the race now. It seems as though your top 6 is pretty much spread out. John Greene's got 19 seconds there. About 20 seconds ahead of Joel Dallas. And Joel Dallas has got about 10, 11 seconds ahead of Jason Curtin. Kurt Moss with about 5 or 4 seconds though behind Jason Curtin. Daniel Williams with about 10 seconds down from Kurt Moss. Martin Webster can see Daniel Williams there in the distance. Ooh, he's got another cut track there, warning, as well as Damario Hinds. 3 and 4 respectively for Martin Webster and Damario Hinds. As we can see him not liking what he did there. Martin Webster in 6th position. Rajnath not that far away though in 7th, just about 3.5 seconds away. Holding on to 7th position. Followed by Sean Lee in the Silent Mercs. Azad Hassan has managed to climb into the points here in 9th position, having so many issues out at the start of this race. It seems as though he still has a little bit of handling issues with that Vantage, Aston Martin Vantage. And then to close off the points is Damario Hinds. Damario is supposed to be up there with Jason Curtin, but guess what? After coming in 2nd position in the last race, he's had to carry around 75 kg worth of ballast. That is part of the regulations, and it's there because we want exactly what has occurred here not to always happen, but to test and carry on further the driving skill of these individuals, and also to constrain the championship series to the points system at hand, so that everyone has a shot here at the titles that are available up for grabs. So you can see from coming in 2nd position, giving Quinlan Lall a race for his money in last week's meeting, he's all the way back in 10th position. Now some might say that that's harsh, but you did see him struggling, and not also knowing the fact that he was able to put in the amount of practice time needed during the week. This is where he stands now in this race. So even though he's also in the driver standings here in 5th position with 18 points, you know, and he also missed the first race as well, he would have been much more in contention without missing that first race, I'm trying to say. But you know, because of him missing that first race, he's not very much in contention, but we would have been, even though with his 1 point here advantage that he would have gained here today. Right, enough of me talking. Ryan Liu goes off track again as Joel Dallas is behind him. He's trying to stay out of the way here though, and Joel Dallas is managing to get up on the inside of him and to cleanly pass him, giving that position over. I hope he doesn't come back. It seems as though he's trying to come back there, Ryan Liu, but those blue flags have been waved as Joel Dallas is now sitting 19.7 seconds away from John Greene. So we're looking at Hinds again. Where is Ramirez? Ramirez a lap down as well. In 11th position here, is currently out of the standings. He's got 1 point on the board so far, racing for Vikings Racing. The team is owned by, and when we say owned, it's because Klaus Klint, who is from Denmark, was able to claim the registration over Zafiro Ramirez, and so Zafiro was actually posted into the team with Klaus, so he's racing under the banner of Vikings Racing, Zafiro Ramirez, and he's the only one been able to claim a point for the team thus far. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes remain in this race. It's been a very eventful race for the most part, especially on the starting out, but most importantly, a very clean race at that. We've lost a few guys, inclusive of Jevon Gunning and Oswin Wilson, but it's John Greene that has managed to come away with the lead of this race. Once again, I might add, with 19.4 seconds ahead of the Jamaican Joel Dallas, who's finally been able to set his boots on the ground and get going here in the GT4 Championship Series.
Azad, you racing a car in front of you?
We can see someone going.
You could race. Alright.
As John Greene there is trying to get by these lapped cars here, and he manages to do so
Thanks, buddy.
with Danny and Azad Hassan there. Back with Joel Dallas now. He's got Zafira Ramirez in front of him. Klaus Clint and Danny Nasir enters the pit, as well as Ryan Liu. Seems as though Ryan Liu took that car all the way to the end of this race, ladies and gentlemen. Is now going to do his pit stop to get to his mandatory pit stop to get that tire change, as Joel Dallas manages to clear Zafira Ramirez quite easily there and get on going. Afras Ali claims a position over Ryan Liu. The youngster's going to have to review his strategies here if he wants a good position at the end of a race meet. Some will say he might not have been in contention overall, but he has pace. We just saw him losing it at the ending there of this stint, and it's damaged any chance of him to be higher up on the order. Must make mention that we did not see the full contingent of guys today. We lost Marlon Young, Senna Summerbell, as well as Tommy Gore, both teammates out for that team. They're Reggae Racers. Unfortunately, not able to grab any points here this weekend. And as you can recall, last weekend, Senna Summerbell was here, did attend, and he managed to bring second in that race. So we're looking at Jason Curtin now. Still managed to hold it down in third position. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, Jason Curtin is going to manage a podium finish here in a championship race. And let's just hope I don't put the commentator's curse on him with his remaining minute and 40 seconds left on the clock. But he's finally going to be able to close off here at a great position for his team, Rebellion Racing out of Barbados. And it's a Guyanese from a Jamaican and then a Bajan, followed by another Jamaican here in the name of Kurt Moss in the other R8 MOSSIVE Motorsports car. John Greene is his teammate. And like I was explaining with Klaus's team, Vikings Racing, John Greene was lately inducted into the championship and so had to race alongside Kurt Moss. Kurt Moss nonetheless couldn't be happier to have someone like John Greene on his team, of course, driving that position up on him. So coming down the line, we've got Williams as well. And, ooh, we've got Sean Lee coming in contact with Christian Rajnath. Or was it the opposite way around? We did see Sean Lee behind Christian Rajnath. But I'm not quite sure what has occurred there. Sean Lee being last of the cars not to be lapped. Ooh, and it looks as though Sean Lee's having internet issues too. The two of them in the silent Mercedes, silent Mercs, coming across the line, and the leader is now on the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. What a quiet race this was here today. And yeah, it doesn't even seem as though he's throttling here, John Greene, as he comes across the line to win yet another race here at CSRO. Park it down at the bottom of the first lap, please, John Greene, and Dallas as well as Kurt. Thank you, guys. Dallas comes across the line, ladies and gentlemen, in second position. Finally, for the Jamaican, putting that car on the podium, as well as Jason Curtin here coming around the penultimate turn, ladies and gentlemen. He's finally going to be able to grab a podium position here and is quite ecstatic about it. As you can see him weaving across the line. Kurt Moss not having enough to bring that car home for the win, or even close on the field. Great racing, guys. Let's just wait until the rest complete their lap. Thank you. We've got Williams now coming across the line there in 5th, followed by Martin Webster, Christian Rajnot, Sean Lee, Azad Hassan, and we've got Damario Hinds closing off the points there. Ramirez not being able to do anything.
Spin, but it's good.
Alright, guys, the rest of you take it back into the pits. Thanks a lot. And congratulations, guys. First of all, we're going to go to Mr. Jason Curtin there. We're going to do a little bit backwards here. Go ahead, Jason. How was that race? Tell us how is it you managed to miss out that much there on the leaders? Go ahead.
I had one little spin, one little driver error, so I dropped quite a bit back. It was fun driving with Dallas and Moss behind. That was good fun. Looking forward to next weekend.
Yes, indeed. And this would be your first time on the podium, right?
No.
I'm talking about championship format.
For this season, yes. But last season I came second.
Great. There we go. Thanks a lot there. As we go over now to Joel Dallas. Joel, have not been able to start this series out from the get-go, but we see the pace now that you would have been able to garner. Great ride, great drive from you. It's quite astounding to see you here, to be honest. And congrats, man.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here as well. Made it just before qualifying. Yeah, had quite a bit of pressure from Jason earlier on in the race. I think he had some issue. I'm not sure what happened. But yeah, it would have shaped up to be a very good battle after the pit stops, that's for sure. So I managed to keep it clean and ran a pretty consistent race. So I'm happy for that. Couldn't catch John, but that's to be expected. So congrats, John. Congrats, Jason, and everyone else finishing the race.
Yes, indeed. Congrats as well to you. Going over now to John Greene. John, you never get tired racing, winning, boy.
Yeah, but no, not this race at all. I saw the pressure that Damario was having with that 100 kg. It really pulls you down, boy. But today's race is really nice. I was more looking at the map and seeing how everyone was just driving clean. I thought it was especially I missed people coming on the radio and just it was just such a, to me, I'll have to watch the stream, but I think it was a good race. I mean, all around I had some pressure, for maybe 2 laps from Joel, but anyway, thank you Joel for the but it was a very straightforward race for me, man. My tire started to go off on lap 10, and Joel started to catch me, but I think he pitched it.
Well done, guys. Well done. I enjoy it, man. Sorry I wasn't there to race with you guys.
Sorry about that, Marlon. Sorry about that, John. Marlon, we're at the interviews now. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead, John Greene.
Yeah. But that was it. I today's race was a strategy race. But I can't wait for the next race. I'll be at the back again. And congratulations to the future winners.
All right, good. Thanks a lot there, John Greene. All right, great race out from all of you guys. It was quite a spectacle indeed. Not quite an eventful race actually, but we did have a lot of battles down the line. It's going to be nice to review those. in the driver's briefing. I'm going to leave you guys now to close off the stream. Thanks a lot for joining us once again here today, and see you in the next one.
Good drive, Joel.
Thanks, bro.
All right, guys, there we have it. Closing off the third round of our GT4 Championship Series. A well done race by all of them. I'm very, very much happy how that one turned out. This track definitely brought out some ambitions here with the guys this weekend. And another thing I'd like to note is that as they're getting comfortable now with these machines, as they're getting comfortable now with these cars, you can see them being able to push more and more with them. You can see them being able to, take these cars even further and more extreme positions where they wouldn't have pretty much been able to do in previous times because they've never driven the cars before. So, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see the last two events, the next one that we're heading to, and the last one, which we must, I think we have to decide on that one, to be honest, because after we came off of the race at, well, it wasn't even a race, but we were supposed to head into Oulton Park, and then we had to cancel that because some guys had issues with their PCs. We've got a spot open for the final round. I think we're going to do like we did in the last GT3, for the last GT3 Championship Series. We had you guys choose the last race. So that's going to be happening for this round, this series as well. The final round, which is going to be the fifth round, is going to be chosen by you guys. But the next round, the fourth round, is going to be at Zolder Raceway, Zolder Racing Circuit, on the 24th of October. That's next Saturday. And that's your fourth round for the series. Your penultimate, your second to last, not penultimate, it's your second to last round for the end of the GT4 Championship Series. But tell you what, we're not done just yet, though. As soon as we get done with that, we do a couple more official race events, and then we head straight into another round of championship matchups. And I tell you right now, as we already know, it's going to be the same car, same make, same model. That's what we mean. And it's going to be even closer fights, as it's only going to come down to the driver abilities and the way they're able to set up their cars. So I like to say bye for now. Take care, have a great weekend, and thanks a lot for tuning in once more. All those new followers, all those new guys who liked and shared, thanks a lot for joining us, and see you out in the next one. Good night and goodbye.